Using the Trade Manager is quite simple. Let's go over the basic features and discuss how to use this powerful tool of MYFX. Start by clicking on the Trade Manager tab. Here we can create new profiles or edit existing ones. As you can see, we already have several profiles that we've created for certain trading environments, which can easily be recalled or edited. For this example, let's walk through the process of creating a new profile to suit our needs. Click on Add Manager Profile. First, we give the new profile a name for easy reference. Next, we determine if we want to scale out our position. MYFX allows us to scale out our position between one take-profit level to 4 different take-profit levels, choosing the percentage of the trade we wish to have scaled out at each level. For this example, we'll set the profile to scale out our position in 4 steps. Take-profit level 1 will be 20 pips, and we'll set it to close 20% of the trade at that target, which means that when our position reaches 20 pips of profit, MYFX will close 20% of the total position. Even if we use all 4 levels to scale out our trade, we can still leave a remaining portion of the trade open if we like. Of course, we may only want to use 1 take-profit target, or 2, or 3, and let the rest of the trade ride. It's up to you how many take-profit levels you want to use. We can also choose to have the Trade Manager set our stop loss to break even at a desired target. For this example, we'll have the stop loss move to break even once we've reached 20 pips of profit. And if a conventional stop loss isn't enough to suit your needs, check out this advanced feature. MYFX allows us to manipulate our stop loss in even greater ways. By selecting Use Stop Loss Move, we can have the Trade Manager move our stop loss to a desired level completely independent from other settings, up to 2 times. In this example, we'll tell MYFX that at 30 pips of profit, we want to move the stop loss to 40 pips from market price. This means that at 30 pips of profit, MYFX will move the stop loss from our original setting to now be only 10 pips away from break even. This will allow us to reduce our risk on this trade to only 10 pips while still giving the trade breathing room. Furthermore, we can set a second instance of this same function to happen at a different price if we need to. For this example, we'll tell MYFX that at 50 pips of profit, we want to move the stop loss to 40 pips from market price, locking in 10 pips of profit by moving the stop loss to break even plus 10. MYFX would not be complete without an advanced trailing stop option. The Trade Manager allows us to first set a trigger target, the pip target level we want the trailing stop to begin working at, and then the actual trailing stop itself. In this example, we want MYFX to initiate the trailing stop once price has reached 100 pips of profit, and we want the trailing stop to move our stop loss to always stay 50 pips behind current price, and continue to trail it so. Now that we have our Trade Manager profile set up the way we want it, let's go ahead and save it so that at any time we can easily apply it to any trade, whether an open trade or even a pending order that has not yet been triggered, and let the magic of MYFX do all the work for us. Please remember that your computer, the MYFX console, and MetaTrader all need to be running and connected to the internet for the orders to execute properly. Before we leave the Trade Manager tab, please note that we can also select a default custom profile to automatically be applied to all new trades. This is convenient for quick profile application right after we enter a trade. Some traders will prefer to apply a manager profile manually after entering a trade, and to do that, we don't need to use the default manager option and can leave both of these boxes unchecked. We also have the option to change an applied manager profile at any time by clicking on the Manage button and loading a new profile from our list of presets should we wish to change our management style, or if we decide to remove a trade manager altogether. Please remember that to remove a trade manager profile, it's important to make sure that the Use Default Manager boxes are not checked, or it will reapply the default profile. To apply an automatic manager profile, First, we need to select which profile we want to use as our default manager. Then, we need to check whether we want to use the default profile on manual trades or trades with magic numbers. If we'll be executing the trades ourselves manually, then we select the Use Default Manager Manual Trades checkbox. If we use a separate EA to automatically enter trades for us through MetaTrader, then we check the Use Default Manager Trades with Magic Number box. The only scenario we would use the magic number function would be if we're using a separate EA in MetaTrader to execute trades. This option allows MYFX to manage all types of trades. Magic numbers are used to properly manage the context of auto trades. One last thing to point out about the Trade Manager is that each trade is categorized by a ticket number. This means that MYFX will handle each trade separately, managing stop losses, scale outs, trailing stops, and targets completely individually, even if other trades on the same currency pair are entered.